Are you looking for the best automatic litter boxes? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best automatic litter boxes on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Petkit PuraMax 2. The Petkit PuraMax 2 is an automatic litter box with a 76-liter fill space and a nearly 8-inch front hole opening. Like with many other automatic boxes on this list, owners can monitor cats' usage through an app, and the box cleans litter via rotation, using a great system to separate the waste from the clean litter. When it's time to refill with clean litter, the box rotates so the hole is on top for easier filling. This box has triple odor control, with a sealed waste bin, an odor eliminator attachment that sits in the waste bin, and a smart, citrusy deodorizing spray that goes off after every cleaning and randomly throughout the day to ensure the litter box stays fresh. Not only does this litter box smell neutral, dare I say it smells good? The litter box came already assembled along with 2 extra rolls of waste liner bags, $30, and 2 refills of the deodorizing spray. When the cat enters the box, their weight is displayed on the front, and the app logs every time it was used, for how long, when the cleaning cycle begins, ends, and when the deodorizing spray was emitted. Owners can also change settings manually via the buttons on the front. The app is a bit overcrowded with ads for other Petkit products, and unlike our top pick, the Litter-Robot 4, the box doesn't have sensors to tell you when the litter's low or needs to be refilled. That has to be manually checked. You can add manual reminders via the app. When in the cleaning cycle, it automatically stopped if a cat tried to enter, but one time when the cycle was going, my cat stuck his head in and the rotation didn't stop. He was smart enough to move his head, but that does worry me a bit. Luckily, the hole on the top remains open throughout the cleaning cycle to prevent accidental injury. Number 2. Casa Leo's Loo 2 Automatic Litter Box. Leo's Loo 2, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, is cheaper than the Litter-Robot and has the same powerful odor control. This approximately 22x24x 27-inch automatic litter box is loaded with safety features to stop cleaning cycles should a cat jump in, but this one is more sensitive if you have particularly curious cats. There are 4 weight sensors inside the barrel to detect when a cat is still inside. It needs just 1 pound of weight to detect your cat, and there's also an anti-pinch sensor, for fingers and paws. If that's not enough, there's a radar system that detects when anyone, feline or human, is near it. If the machine is in the middle of its cleaning cycle, it will immediately stop. Like the majority of automatic litter boxes, the Loo 2 has an internal barrel that slowly spins around once the cat has exited, separating clumps from the rest of the litter and depositing them into an odor-proof drawer equipped with a liner. This one also uses ultraviolet light for cleaning. The Smarty Pair app, available on iOS and Android, alerts you when the drawer is full, which is roughly once a week. The app has a daily rundown of the times your cat used it and the cat's weight, so for multi-cat households, you'll be able to distinguish which one is which, unless they're the exact same size. In the app, you can set it to automatically clean 6 seconds to 20 minutes after your cat uses it. You can start a cleaning session manually from the app or use your voice if you connect the box to Alexa or Google Assistant. At 30 decibels, the Loo 2 is nearly silent, but if you're sensitive to noise, there's a night mode so it doesn't rotate during bedtime. Number 3. Neakasa M1 Self-Cleaning Litter Box. The Neakasa M1 Self-Cleaning Litter Box, 7 out of 10, Wired recommends, is a good automatic option for cats who prefer using a more traditional litter box with an open-top design. In this 20x23x 21-inch container, they won't feel cramped or trapped, and the headroom also allows large cats to dig, scratch, and turn around comfortably. Should there ever be a malfunction where it starts to move while the cat is still going, they can easily and quickly jump out. Though we hope this never happens. Instead of spinning to the side like the other 2 automatic boxes, this one rotates backward and then forward. It has sensors in case a fast cat tries to get their paws in there. Cleaning cycles aren't loud, but they are slightly louder than others on this list. If you need to put it in your bedroom, utilize the Do Not Disturb function for sleeping hours. The waste is collected in a bag inside the drawer below. The bag has a drawstring designed to further squelch the stench, but that poses problems when many of cats' health issues can be identified through their stool/urine. Neakasa's app is easy to use, but it needs work. You set up profiles for each cat with their weight, so it can automatically add their names to the records. Former Wired reviewer Medea Giordano thought one of the biggest faults of the M1 was that it knew who went and other times it didn't, even when it was the same cat as the last time. When that happened, it reverted the weight to kilograms instead of her selected pounds. The weight changes slightly often, too, even when the box is correctly calibrated. Some of the settings come with slightly confusing descriptions, as it's occasionally poorly translated into English. Overall, the M1 is a solid box that, with some app updates, should only continue to improve. Number 4. PetSafe ScoopFree SmartSpin Self-Cleaning Litter Box. Let's face it, no one enjoys scooping poop and clumps of urine out of the litter box. It's the main downside of living with cats. I've had my eye on a self-cleaning number like this for a while now, but the high-end models are expensive. The PetSafe ScoopFree SmartSpin self-cleaning litter box is around half the price and has a similar design to more expensive models. This 21x19x 26-inch futuristic-looking pod on legs has a rubbery bottom for litter, a weight detector that sets off the cleaning cycle a few minutes after your cat has done its business, and a slide-out tray in the bottom. After they've been, the body rotates, and a mesh catches the clumps and deposits them in the tray, where there's a bag with a wee deodorizer unit that smells like watermelon. You can connect it to Wi-Fi and review your cat's toilet visits in the app on your phone, where each entry displays the time they went, their weight, and toilet trip duration. This self-cleaning litter box was easy to build and works surprisingly well, even though it feels kinda cheap. We use Greenwood's plant fiber natural clumping litter, available only in the UK, but similar litter is sold in the US, and the box is good at filtering out the lumps. Whether your cat likes it is another matter. Our youngest cat, Rocket, is fearless and has been using it quite happily, but Luna saw it in motion and won't go near it now. It is fairly quiet, and I couldn't hear it a room over. Even with the elevated lip, you will likely want a mat in front of it to catch stray litter. Remember that you still have to clean it, how often depends on your cat, and you'd better remember to check the drawer periodically to empty it. Number 5. Whisker Litter-Robot 4. This is our top pick, full stop. We've tested the Litter-Robot 4 in 5 homes, with old and young cats, and found that felines took to it with minimal suspicion. It's also great if you have multiple cats. With previous models, kittens under 5 pounds didn't always trigger the sensor, but that's been fixed with the latest model. It has excellent odor control and is meant for households with multiple cats. Fill it with clumping litter for best results. The brand recommends unscented clay litter such as Fresh Step Advanced Unscented. First off, it's huge, but after using it for a few months, I could never go back to any other litter box, said a tester. For the record, it's about 30 inches tall. It fits in with my decor pretty well. It's definitely not discreet, but I don't mind given all the hours it saved me from scooping. I have 2 cats, both 12, and they had no problem transitioning to it. Once I set it up, they didn't want to use their old one. Here's how it cleans. Your cat triggers the sensor by jumping in and then triggers it again by jumping out. The machine waits 7 minutes and then quietly rotates. The wet or poopy clumps separate and fall into a lined bin at the bottom. Then the globe moves back into place, covering the bin and its odors, clean and ready for the next customer. Number 6. PetSafe ScoopFree Crystal. For those looking to spend under $200, this open-top pick is roughly the size of a standard litter box and works with the PetSafe brand of crystal cat litter. You sit the device on top of a pre-packaged tray of the litter crystals. Plug it in and a sensor reads when your cat has entered and left. 20 minutes after your cat's departure, a rake moves the solid waste to a bin, while the crystals absorb your cat's urine. If you have a single cat, you'll want to empty the bin weekly and swap out the entire tray once a month. You can buy extra trays sold in 3 packs. With crystal cat litter, there are almost no tracking problems and no dust. This model is easy to set up and doesn't connect to an app, a plus for those tired of needing their phones for everything. For those who want an app that tracks usage, check out the app-enabled version of this box for $100 more. It has a cover, too. This system is popular with squeamish cat owners who want to see as little poop as possible. The tray has a lid that you can clamp down when changing so you barely have to glimpse the gross stuff. It's useful for people with limited mobility who can't bend down to scoop a box every few days. It's also a more affordable self-cleaning box. Plenty of users also praise the lightweight crystal litter as a nice break from lugging 14-pound containers of clay clumping litter.